Staying awake. Wela taklan lidne suna. Ela patsan min bisha. Welcome back to Deeper in Spirit. Staying awake. Vigilance as we walk. In the English language, we hear this line of the prayer as, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." In the Aramaic, we hear, "Wela taklan lidne suna, ela patsan min bisha." This word, litne suna, wela taklan litne suna, do not let us enter into, is more directly translated from the Aramaic. Do not let us enter into. So it's not God leading us into, it's us. Do not let us enter into. And litne suna is much better translated as forgetfulness. What we're being told by Jesus here is that stay awake. Stay awake. Stay aware of the connection, of the thing that is first and foremost in your heart's desire, which is that connection with God. As you're walking out there in the world, do not let me enter into forgetfulness, God. Help me. I've just made these prayers and had this conversation. Don't let me enter into forgetfulness and walk all over those prayers that I just made and wind up with very different outcomes than what you and I have agreed to, God. In the next section of the prayer, Ela patsan min bisha, focus on this bisha. It's evil. And it's easy to get into conversations, and we can, but it's easy to get into conversations about evil and whether there's evil forces outside of myself or whether or not there's kingdoms at war. I happen to believe that all of that is true, but that's not really what Jesus was talking about here. He's talking about the actions that we're taking in the world and the reactions we have to the world. And so how will it be when I do something wrong? I do something that I don't like. I don't react to the situations that occur in the way that I wanted, in a way that might be desirable in God's eyes. I behave in such a way or think in such a way that I know is wrong, but I do it anyway. And so this is what we're asking God for as I go through my day-to-day event, is to say, Ela patsan is deliver us. So I'm asking for God's help here in helping me to hit the mark. This word bisha is about unripeness or bad timing, missing the mark. That's what's really going on in that word, bisha, or evil. So it's really a difference when you start to shift it to the behaviors that you take on, the mindsets that you take on as you step out into the world, that could very much be interrupting the flow of that prayer that you have for your daily walk, for the people around you, for all the things that you're talking with God about all the time. So here what I'm saying is, don't let me forget, God, that you're first and foremost in my heart, regardless of what's happening to me out there. And when I do miss the mark, help me see it. Help me do better. Help me make that adjustment. Help me to have that conversation with you about my thoughts and the way that I reacted or responded. Help me to be whole. Help me not walk on my prayers in such a way that there's no way they're going to happen unless I move correctly and purely in the world from that deepest heart's desire. It's a profoundly different meaning from lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. We're having a very different dialogue now. Do not let me enter into forgetfulness. And help me, God, when I react poorly, I miss the mark, I do things that are bad timing, I'm trying to rush myself, I'm trying to rush others, I'm trying to do things out of time, out of ripeness. I miss the mark in my behaviors and in my walk. With you, God, help me to make that right. Wela taklan litne suna, ela patsan min bisha. And say it with me. Wela taklan litne suna, ela patsan min bisha.